Dear students, see last time we completed examples of lesson number 9 and we started exercise numericals. Now we solved up to exercise numerical number 9.8. Now we solve next exercise numerical. Okay, now see the question says what is the momentum of the object? Mass m, velocity. Now see we have discussed in the theory part. So the momentum is product of mass into velocity. Okay, momentum is a product of mass into velocity. That is mv. Okay. Now next is okay. The question says that using a horizontal force of 200, we intend to move a wooden cabinet. Let us say, see a wooden cabinet is like this. Okay, is resting on horizontal surface with a constant velocity. Okay. Now force is 200. Now see constant velocity means acceleration is 0. Okay, but constant velocity means at 0 acceleration, so force must be 0. So what is the friction force? See, the friction force we have discussed is always in the opposite direction of the motion. Okay, but that will be just sufficient. Okay, that will be just sufficient to balance the constant horizontal force. So in that case, this force, frictional force, also equal to 0. Okay. Now again see the question. Using a horizontal force of 200 Newton, we want to move a cabinet which is kept on a horizontal surface. Okay. And we apply force is this. Force is 200 Newton. Now see what is the meaning of constant velocity? 0 acceleration. Why? Because delta V will be 0. F is equal to ma. A is delta V by delta t. So A is 0. Now force is 0. So in that case, see our frictional force will be just balancing the horizontal force. Okay, that is 200 Newton. Okay. So the frictional force also will be equal to 200 Newton. Okay, by mistake I written this, but actually the frictional force should be balancing this. That should be 200 Newton. Now see the next one. Okay, that is exercise number 9.11. Now two objects of mass 1.5 kg move in the same on the same line. Okay, but in the opposite direction. Okay, the velocity of each is both have got the same velocity. Okay, after collision they collide. This is collision, and after collision they move in the same direction. What is the velocity of the combined object after collision? Now this is before collision. This is during collision. And the question says after collision they move with the same velocity. Now we have to use the law of conservation of linear momentum. Now see, as a convention, see the velocity on the right hand side I consider positive and opposite direction I have to consider negative. So initial momentum m1 v1. Okay, now m1 is 1.5, v1 is 2.5. See why we have taken minus 2.5, opposite direction. Initial momentum is 0. Okay, now final momentum. Let us say they move with the velocity v dash. Okay, but by law of conservation, okay, see initial momentum is p1, final momentum is p2, that is 3 v dash should be equal to 0. So what we obtain, v dash is 0. So after collision, okay, they will be at rest. Okay, they will be at rest. Why? Because the final velocity we obtain is 0. Okay, now see our next is exercise number 9.30. Okay, see a hockey ball of mass 200 gram is traveling with a speed of okay. Now let us say it is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Okay, now it is struck by hockey. Okay, let us say it collides with the hockey and original path. See, after collision it will move like this. So it returns along its original path. Return means come back. Okay, with the velocity of 5 meter per second. Okay, now this is the initial velocity v1. This is the final velocity. So if I consider this velocity positive, opposite direction, we have to consider negative. Okay, what is the change in momentum? Okay, now see the change in momentum. We can say P1 minus P2 or P2 minus P1, m into V2 minus m into V1. M we can take common. Okay, now see the velocity in the opposite direction. V1 if I consider positive, V2 I have to consider negative. Mass is 0.2, V2 is minus 5, okay, minus 10. Okay, that is minus 3. Okay, this will be the change in momentum of the hockey ball. Okay, see by condition, see it is moving with the hockey ball of mass 200 gram, that is 0.2 kg, moves with a velocity of 10 meter per second. It is struck by a hockey and sent back, return with the velocity of 5 meter per second. What is the change in momentum? Okay, so change in momentum is P2 minus P1, that is m into V2 minus m into V1. M is 0.2, V2 we have to consider negative, minus 5, V1 is minus 10. So this is how we can solve. This is nothing but change in momentum of the hockey ball, okay, during the interaction. Okay, now next is exercise sum number 9.4. Okay, a bullet of mass 10 gram traveling, see let us say this bullet is fired with the velocity of 10, mass is 10 gram. See, velocity is 150 meter per second. Okay, strikes a stationary wooden block. Okay, that is condition is 0. Okay, and comes to rest in time 0.03 second. Okay, 0.03 second. Okay, calculate the distance of penetration. Let us say wooden block is like this. Okay, and the hockey ball, or the bullet penetrate. What is the penetration? Okay, also calculate the force. Now, see, initial velocity of bullet is 150 meter per second. When it collides with a wooden block, it comes to rest. So, final velocity is 0. What is the acceleration? A is equal to V2 minus V1 upon T. V2 is 0. 150. Time is 0.03 second. See, here the velocity decreases, so that's why we have to consider it as a retardation. Okay. Now, what is the acceleration? Okay, distance travel we have to consider. Okay, distance travel we have studied. This is the formula we have used number of times. This will be V and this will be V0. You can say. Okay, why? Because of wooden block, so the distance covered will be generally very less. Okay. See, 2.25. Okay. Okay, this is the distance covered. Distance will be in meter. So we assume that is a very long wooden plank. Okay. Yes. I'll calculate the magnitude of the force. F is equal to ma. Mass is 0.01. Acceleration is okay, so this force will be 15 Newton. Yes. Okay, so we assume that it is a very large wooden block. So the distance covered will be this, and force is equal to mass into acceleration. 10 gram is 0.01 kg. Okay, and the acceleration is 5,000. Okay, that is a negative acceleration. Why? Because it comes to halt or it stops in the wooden block. So this is how we can calculate the acceleration. We have used the formula, or you can use the formula A is equal to V minus V0 upon T. Okay, final velocity is 0, V0 is 150, time is 0.03 second. Okay, so you can calculate again. Yes, so these are retardation, then distance calculated formula we have used this, and F is equal to ma. That will give us the magnitude of the force. Now see the next example. Okay, object of mass 1 kg travel in a straight line with a velocity of 10 meter per second. Okay, with the sticks to a, see here, this is an object, mass m1. Okay, stationary wooden block of 5 kg. stationary object, so the velocity of the second object is, or wooden plank is 0. They move the straight line after this is before collision. Okay, now they move in the same direction. Okay, what we have to calculate? You calculate the total momentum before collision and after collision. Okay. Also calculate the velocity of the combined object. Okay, now here we have to use law of conservation of linear momentum. See here, m1 v1 plus m2 v2, that is initial momentum, is equal to final let us say v dash is a final velocity of system. Okay, that is m1 plus m2. Okay, now we use the formula m1 v1 1 into 10 5 v2 is 0. So it will be 1 plus 5 v dash. So it will be 10, this will become 0. Okay, v dash will be equal to 10 by 6 meter per second. Okay, this is the final velocity of the system. Now see the initial momentum. Is m1 v1, that is 1 into 10. Okay, by a law of conservation, final momentum should be equal to initial momentum. Okay, and see the final velocity we have already calculated. This is how we can calculate the velocity of the system, that is block and the mass m1. See here m1 is 1 kg moving with the velocity 10 meter per second. See the block, wooden block of mass 5 kg at rest. So velocity v2 is 0. After collision they say they move in the same direction. Okay, what is the total velocity of the system? Now system in that case will be equal to m1 and m2 added together. So this is how we can calculate the final velocity, initial momentum and final momentum. See, by law of conservation of linear momentum, both should be equal. Okay, now see next is exercise sum number 9.16. Now it says that an object of mass 100 kg is uniformly accelerated from v1 or v0 is 5 meter per second, v2 is or v is 8 meter per second in a time of 6 seconds. Okay, mass is 100 kg, initial velocity is 5, final velocity is 8, that is attained in 6 seconds. Okay, what is the initial and final momentum and force exerted? Now initial momentum is equal to m into v0 final momentum okay, initial velocity we have taken v0, final velocity is v, so it will be 100 into okay, now see the time is given as 6 seconds. So now force delta P by delta T. Okay, now P1 and P2 we have already calculated. See, the time interval is 6 seconds. Now we use the formula F is equal to delta P by delta T, that is P2 minus P1, time is 6. So 800 minus 500, 300 upon time is 6 seconds. So this is how we can solve. So the magnitude of the force is 15 Newton. See, this is about exercise number 9.16. Now see exercise number 9.17, that is theory type. Okay, that we'll discuss in the class itself. Okay, right now my aim is to take the sums which involves calculation. Okay, now okay, how much momentum will be dumbbell? You might have seen the dumbbell, okay, that use, okay, that you use in the gym. Okay, mass 10 kg. Okay, falls from height of the 80 centimeter. Let us say this dumbbell, okay, falls from height of 80 centimeter. That is 0.8 meter. Now V0. Okay, take its downward acceleration as 10 meter per second square. G is 10. Now, see, when, let us say this is an example of a free fall. A initial velocity is 0. Okay, that is a free falling object. Okay, final velocity is V, we have to calculate. Then, by using the formula P is equal to mv, we can easily calculate. Okay, now here distance is 0.8. We use the formula D is 80 centimeter. A is G is 10. Okay, now D is equal to V square minus final velocity is V. Okay, so we can calculate A, or we use the formula D is equal to V square minus V0 square upon 2A. Now what is the distance here? We have to find out A final velocity. See, D is 0.8, V square minus 0, A is 10. Okay, so V square 0.8 into 2 into 10. Now see, velocity we obtain as 4 meter per second. Okay, now what is the momentum? Mass is 10 kg. See, momentum transfer will be equal to P is equal to mv. Mass is 10 kg, velocity obtained is 40 kg meter per second. Okay, so this is about exercise number 9.8. Now there are some additional sums also. Okay, now first one is of graph type. Okay, that we'll discuss in the class. Now let us say A2, that is given name okay, that is part is A2. Now two persons manage to push a motor car uniform velocity along a level road. The same motor car can be pushed by 3 persons to produce acceleration of this. What force? Okay, does each person push the motor car? Okay, with the same, they suppose Okay, now the question is like this. Okay, now initially there are two persons. Okay, so mass is 1200 kg, acceleration is 0.2 meter per second square. So what is the formula? F is equal to ma, 1200 into 0.2. Okay, now initially we see 1 and 2%. Now instead 1, 2 and 3%. Now what is the force applied? Okay, now see see the car is same, acceleration also is same, force also will be same. So the force remains same. Okay, now this is a total effect, so the force will remain same. This is a total effect, so that's why the force produced will be same. Okay, now this is sum number A2. Now we take sum number A3. Now hammer of mass 500 gram. See that we have to convert in kg, 0.5 kg. Moving with the velocity of 50 meter per second, it strikes a nail. Okay. Okay, hammer you can see it will be like this, striking the nail and stops in a time interval 0.01 second. Hammer stops, so the final velocity will be 0. What is the force on the hammer? Now again we have to find out force. We know the equation, force is equal to mass into acceleration. So what is the acceleration here? Okay, 50 into 1000, 100. 50.01 will become 100, so 5000 meter per second square. What is the force? F is equal to ma. Mass is 1/2, 5000. See here it is a retarding force. Why? Because finally the hammer stops. So that's why the force is a retarding force. So this is about exercise sum number, additional exercise sum number A3. Okay, now next is exercise sum number A4. Now see a motor car of mass 1200 kg along a straight line with a uniform velocity 90 km per hour. Now I give the formula how to convert kilometer per hour. Okay, so it will be, this is the formula we should remember. Okay, slow down, that is the final velocity is 18 km per hour. Okay, in time of 4 seconds by unbalanced force. What is the force required? Yeah, what is the force required? Calculate the acceleration and change in momentum. Now see here, change in momentum, delta P is m into v minus v0. Mass is 1200. V is 5. Mass of the car is given as 1200 kg. Initial velocity 90. Final velocity is 80. So that we are converted in MKS unit. Okay, that is 24,000 kg meter per second. Now, what is the force? This is change in momentum. Time interval is given as 4 seconds. Okay, so F is equal to delta P by delta T. See, here is a retarding force. Why? Because the velocity decreases. So that's why the force is negative. That is a retarding force. Okay. So this is about the exercise numericals of lesson number 9. Now, see, I have to take a number of more examples which is not given in the textbook. So next time we'll take it. Then we'll do some MCQ type sums also, MCQ type question also. That will help you a lot. Thank you.